Have you ever urgently needed a file, only to realize it's sitting on a device you left at home? Maybe it's an important document, a client video, or a project you promised to send just minutes ago. Now imagine this. What if every file you own was instantly accessible anywhere, on any device, without worrying about storage limits, security risks, or endless monthly payments? Sounds perfect, right? But here's the real question. Is there actually a cloud storage service that delivers all of that without hidden compromises? In today's video, we're taking a closer look at pCloud, a Swiss-based cloud storage platform that claims to combine strong security, powerful features, and something very unusual in the cloud world: lifetime storage plans. But is it really as good as it sounds? Or are there a few trade-offs hiding behind the marketing? Stay with me, because some of the details might surprise you. Let's dive in. Before we jump straight into pCloud, let's quickly talk about something important. What actually makes a cloud storage service great? Because not all cloud platforms are created equal. The best cloud storage providers usually come down to a few key things. You need plenty of storage space, strong security to protect your files, reliable privacy policies, fast upload and download speeds, and, of course, the ability to sync your files seamlessly across all your devices. And let's be honest, it should also be simple enough that you don't need a user manual just to upload a file. So in this video, we're going to evaluate pCloud across 6 important categories: features, security, privacy, ease of use, upload and download speed, pricing. We'll rate each category on a scale from 1 to 5. 5 means excellent. 1 means, well, not so great. By the end of the video, we'll add up the scores and see how close pCloud gets to a perfect score of 30. Let's start with the first category, features. Like most cloud storage services, pCloud offers both free and paid plans. When you first sign up, you get 2 gigabytes of free storage. But interestingly, you can increase that storage up to 10 gigabytes by completing a few simple tasks, such as verifying your email, installing the app, or inviting friends. It's almost like unlocking bonus storage step by step. One of the most unique aspects of pCloud is its lifetime storage plans. Instead of paying monthly or annually, you can make a one-time payment and keep your storage permanently. For users planning to store files long-term, this can actually save a lot of money. Another important feature is real-time file synchronization. This means your files automatically stay up to date across all your devices. Whether you're using a phone, tablet, or computer, your files are always available instantly. pCloud also offers flexible file sharing. You can generate secure share links and send them to anyone, even if they don't have a pCloud account. To add extra protection, you can also set passwords, expiration dates, or download limits for shared files. For team collaboration, pCloud lets you share folders via the Invite to Folder option. Once invited, users can either view or edit files depending on the permissions you give them. However, there is one limitation. Unlike services such as Google Drive, pCloud does not offer built-in document editing tools. So if you rely heavily on real-time collaboration tools like Google Docs, this might be a small drawback. Another helpful feature is file versioning. This allows you to restore older versions of files in case you accidentally delete or overwrite something important. The version history is typically available for up to 30 days on premium plans. One major advantage worth mentioning is that pCloud has no restrictions on file size or file type. You can upload large video files, high-resolution photos, or huge project folders without worrying about limits. Overall, pCloud offers a strong set of features with only a few minor limitations. So, for features, pCloud gets a 4 out of 5 rating. Now let's talk about security. Because storing files in the cloud only works if those files are properly protected. pCloud uses AES 256 encryption, which is widely considered one of the strongest encryption standards available today. This protects your files both during transfer and while they are stored on servers. pCloud also uses TLS encryption when transferring files between your device and their servers. This ensures that your data cannot be intercepted while it's being uploaded or downloaded.
Another security layer involves 4096-bit RSA encryption to protect encryption keys. In simple terms, these encryption systems create extremely complex codes that are practically impossible to break. But the most interesting security feature is called pCloud Crypto. This feature creates a special encrypted folder where only you hold the encryption key. Not pCloud, not their employees, only you. Of course, this comes with one important warning. If you forget your crypto password, there is no way to recover your files.
Which means your data is extremely secure, but also completely dependent on you remembering that password. Here's another interesting story about pCloud security. In 2015, the company invited hackers from around the world to try to break its encryption system. More than 2,800 participants attempted the challenge. None of them succeeded. And pCloud kept their $100,000 prize money. That's a pretty impressive security track record. So, for security, pCloud earns a strong 5 out of 5. Now here's something many people misunderstand. Security and privacy are not the same thing. A service can secure your files but still collect data about how you use them. Some tech companies do exactly that. But pCloud takes a different approach. It follows a zero-knowledge privacy model. This means the company cannot see the contents of your files. pCloud only stores basic account information such as your email address, billing information, and login activity. This information is mainly used to operate and secure your account. Another major advantage is location. pCloud is headquartered in Switzerland, a country known for having some of the strictest data protection laws in the world. Swiss privacy regulations require companies to maintain extremely high standards when protecting user data. This adds an extra layer of legal protection for your information. Because of this strong privacy framework, pCloud performs very well in this category. So for privacy, pCloud receives a 5 out of 5 rating. Next, let's talk about ease of use. Even the most powerful cloud storage service can become frustrating if the interface is complicated. Fortunately, pCloud keeps things simple. The interface is clean, minimal, and easy to navigate. Most users can understand the layout within just a few minutes. pCloud is also available on nearly every platform, including Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, and iOS. This means you can access your files from almost any device. Another useful feature is pCloud Drive. Instead of syncing files the traditional way, pCloud creates a virtual drive on your computer. Your files appear instantly without actually taking up space on your local storage. This is especially useful if you work with large files. pCloud also supports backups from other services, including Google Drive, Dropbox, and even social media accounts. The only downside here, again, is the lack of built-in editing tools. But for most users, the simplicity and clean interface make pCloud very easy to use. So for ease of use, pCloud earns a 5 out of 5. Now let's examine performance. Speed can make a big difference when uploading or downloading large files. To test this, we ran a real-world speed test using a 383 megabyte file. We compared pCloud with several other cloud storage services, including Google Drive, Proton Drive, Sync, and Ice Drive. The results were interesting. Some services performed extremely fast, while others were noticeably slower. pCloud delivered decent upload speeds but slightly slower download speeds compared to a few competitors. Of course, these results can vary depending on your internet connection and location. But based on this test, pCloud performs well, just not the fastest in the industry. So, for speed, pCloud receives a rating of 3 out of 5. Finally, let's talk about pricing. And this is where pCloud becomes really interesting. Most cloud storage services rely on monthly or yearly subscriptions, but pCloud offers something different: lifetime plans. You pay once, and the storage is yours forever. This can be a huge advantage for users who plan to store files for many years. pCloud offers several options, including individual plans, family plans, and business plans. You start with 10 gigabytes of free storage, and if you're interested in advanced features, you can even try the business plan with a 30-day trial. For individual users, pCloud offers flexible plans starting with a yearly premium of 500 gigabytes for $49.99, going all the way up to an ultra plan with a massive 10 terabytes for $1,190. If you're looking to share storage, the family plans include 2 terabytes for $595 and a larger 10 terabyte option for $1,499, making them a solid choice for multiple users. And if you want even more protection, you can add pCloud encryption for extra security, which costs up to $150. And by the way, if you're planning to get any of these plans, make sure to check out the link in the description. You can get a pretty good discount through it. Because of this flexibility and value, pCloud earns a 5 out of 5 for pricing. Let's add everything up. Features score 4, security 5, privacy 5, ease of use 5, speed 3, and pricing 5. That gives pCloud a final score of 27 out of 30. This places it very close to being one of the best cloud storage options available today. While it lacks advanced collaboration tools and isn't the fastest service in speed tests, it excels in the areas that matter most: security, privacy, usability, and long-term value. And those lifetime storage plans are rare in the cloud storage industry. So if you're looking for a secure, privacy-focused storage solution you can rely on for years, pCloud is definitely worth considering. Now I'd love to hear your thoughts. Would you choose a lifetime cloud storage plan, or do you prefer paying for monthly subscriptions? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.